giant mow made by Giant Vac. There's not a lot of information on the web about these. I've had this for this season and have been really happy with it. It's got a 15 horse Kawasaki motor on it, peerless transmission. You know, from a distance, looks like any of these other early 90s walk behind mowers. It is the older style where, you know, instead of having like a T-bar like a Toro, this was a predecessor to that, 4-speed transmission, or 5 with reverse. And so today, replacing the belts on it, and I'm trying to post things out there because as I've tried to redo this, there's just not a lot out there on these. They did get acquired by Scag when probably before 2008. It's 2022 right now, almost 2023. The belts that you would need, I got these online. And so there are 3 belts total. There's the longer drive belt that connects to the transmission or connects underneath the mower. And then there's this shorter one that just connects this spindle and this spindle along with a tensioner. Additionally, there is a third belt, and that's the one where I misspoke a moment ago talking about the transmission belt coming off the mower on the back, and that's a much smaller one. So when I started here, this was about all that was left of that belt. It's a smaller, kind of that 1/2-inch size V-belt. And I actually just walked this down to a local parts store, and that was a part number, but it ends in 395. I assume that's 395 millimeters. So that's actually a little bit long. The other 2 drive belts are here. And I'll pause to make sure that you can see these. And again, I did get those online when I was talking about the transmission belt being a little bit short. After I put that on and then tightened it up, you know, this is the adjustment. So to get it tight, you know, I'm a little less, I'm probably about 45%. And so as I needed to tighten that up, most certainly I could do that. But that's going to work just fine for now. The next video that I'm going to make is on replacing these transmission belts. These are probably fine that are on there. But again, I want to make a couple of videos just so folks, if they were like me when I got this, could fix this in the future. Now, one boo-boo here in a video that I started to make, you know, before, this, you know, I ended up using a clutch puller and I damaged this. I was able to find a part online to replace that with. This is, to me, it seems like it's tapered. The one I found said it was 1 inch diameter, but I think it was tapered. Haven't found any other videos about pushing that back onto the spindle, so I'll check that out. There is a Zert fitting, you know, on all of these. On that one, this one, and this one over here as well. What else while we're talking? I was able to find, you know, because it's Kawasaki, that FH451V motor, there's rebuild kits. That's pretty common, pretty easy. The tires are standard size. You can get those on Amazon or eBay or other places. I was able to find this pulley, which is a 6-inch diameter, and then again roughly 1 inch. My problem, and the reason why I took this off, is this belt. I was unable, and we're going to repeat the experiment on this side. I was unable to get the pulley between, the belt between the pulley, you know, and this 1/4 inch thick piece of material. On the other side, and it looks like it's probably going to be the same. It's very, very close. So, you know, while I was roughhousing again, trying to get that pulley off, which was not rusty, I ended up, when I used the puller, I broke the pulley. So I don't know if I pulled too hard or if it was just, you know, old and a little bit weak. But say all that to say, look, there's a little bit of slop in here. So instead of pulling this pulley off, which you can see there's not a lot of slack, or excuse me, space over there. Instead of doing that, back your bolts out here and then take advantage of that play, which, is, maybe 3/16 of an inch. You being able to shift that over is going to give you everything that you need to be able to get that drive belt between here and, the large pulley. Okay. So again, I'll post a couple of these videos, and as I find part numbers, I'll post them again too. Let me show you these one more time as we close up. And I think the website was like V Belts Direct. All right.